Hello, my profane friends. I can't believe it.
Look, has anyone seen Johnny?
There's a lot more information on this video. Look, they won't let me edit it, yeah? I put more information on this video. Watch. Look, where's the edit? See the edit? They're not letting me edit it now, yeah? See? Crazy, isn't it? What? How do you stop me from doing shit? Look, if I post it. See, I can edit the post.
I ain't seen Johnny for a while. Just wonder if he's all right, if anyone knows. But anyway, I was just doing some education.
Because I speak the truth, my profane friends. And again, like I said, I tried to post some links in. So the links, what goes with this video, yeah, because look, can't do nothing, you know what I mean? But I can edit everything else. See, edit, post. This one, oh, they didn't like what I put in with it. See, because what I put in with it, yeah, and they know, and obviously they're stopping my links, what I put, and blah, 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 blah. So this is what I tried to put in with it, okay? Murdered and killed by a rumour. That's on Nazon, Zazon, Boney, okay? And this is how they get you in the community, by making rumours up so people will fight you, or, you know, just profane people, that is, you know what I mean? Because there's always the profane, that war with the profane, yeah? But the people that start the rumour mongering are the Freakmasons, yeah? So they're always wanting to get you attacked or killed by rumours, yeah? Okay, and that's a tactic. So that's one of the things I posted, yeah, which was murdered and killed by rumours, and that's in the Gangstalking Vomit TI section, and that's the Gangstalking Perps tools, yeah. It's their tools, look, as you can see just at the top here. Look, I'll leave it at the top. And then I tried to post about Gangstalking victims, which is vomits, yeah. Read their stories, like Joe Sterling, Derek and Kathleen Ryder. I've got my own personal words on there as well, okay? So I tried to post that link for you guys, yeah? And then I tried to do kids killed by drugs, okay? These are all children killed by drugs or are tied up and being groomed by gangs, yeah? You know, 23-month-old baby, look, drug death by methadone. You see what I mean? This is what drug dealers do, yeah? But you can see these are like 4-year-old boy, 10-year-old boy, 13. Why ain't people jumping out on these drug dealers, yeah, and going, boom? Why? You got to question that, because the big, strong narrative in your town, in your city, is run by these corrupt criminals that control this, and that's why there's no one jumping out on people that are dealing drugs. Do you know what I mean? Obviously I'd get you shot as well anyway, do you know what I mean? Because there's not enough people doing it. And if you want to know about that Goater Island, because they've already had them wars, you know, some places are like drug-free places in Ireland because they shot all the dealers, do you know what I mean? They were capping them and doing all the rest, do you know what I mean? And they weren't as tough as people thought, you know. They weren't up for the war that these people brought to them, do you know what I mean? So they cleared all the drug dealers out of their town and out of their city, do you know what I mean? But that's another story. You shouldn't talk about that anyway, get you in trouble. But again, I tried to post this, okay, and then I tried to show you again, which is on my forum. I showed to show you here what's been shushed up, yeah, which is in here, yeah, and it tells you what the Freemasons are shushed up. What happens if you're a whistleblower, yeah, and talk about, you know, like corruption or Freakmasons? This is what they do to you. Yeah, look, murdered whistleblower, Catholic priest, do you know what I mean? Anyone that speaks out against these people, they kill, harm or maim, do you know what I mean? But they never put their name to it, of course. They're always, who is it, what is it? A bit like Jill Dando, you know. She was one, you know. There was other shush-ups on here I was going to do, but that was that. What else was the other link I was going to put? I can't remember now. There was another link, you know, there's so much I was going to, oh yeah, I know, I remember now. Like in here, where is he? Bear with me, remember, I'm not some of these in here, like these councillors here, look, yeah, they just done a Masonic bridge. I just got this highlighted in it today, but they're all Freakmasons, look, you see. And again, they've spent all this money, yeah, on a bridge. Where's the money? Where is the amount of money that's been spent on this bridge? Do you know what I mean? Oh, where's the oh, baby. Oh, there it is. The first, look, £1 million to restore of a Jubilee Bridge in Lowestoft. Look at it. It's pure Masonic anyway. If you get, I've already done this bridge anyway. See the pedo swell at the bottom here, look? Just above historic, look, there's a pedo swell of Freakmasonry. Then all the rails, look, are all done by Freakmasons. That's just another Masonic bridge, yeah? Look it up, yeah? Look it up. Do you know what I mean? It's just another Masonic bridge done by the mayor, again, Freakmason, do you know what I mean? And that's just Freakmasons building their empire. Do you know what I mean? They keep wasting all this money. What about the homeless? Do you know what I mean? What about the people that need food? No. What do they waste it on? A bloody bridge. You know what I mean? Why not just demolish the bridge? No one walks over it anyway. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. This is the sort of what Freakmasons do within your town halls and your councils are spending money on. You know. Here's a bit of a truth here. Look, you can pause this. There's a couple of. This is what I also tried to put in. You know what I mean? But they wouldn't allow it. They don't allow me to post my truth. Do you know what I mean? They want it all shushed up. Again, I posted this. You know what I mean? Look, if there's 3 of them, that I can't show you, can I? I keep forgetting. But these are like 4 square in children's programs. You know what I mean? This is Masonic symbolism. If there's 3 of them, it comes to 39, yeah? Because there's 13 points. So 3 times 3 nines, as above, so below, 666. See what I mean? It's in your children's playgrounds. Do you see what I mean? It's mad. Mad. But anyway, wait there, let me just get it. And then I tried to post about this, look, again, because obviously I was talking about, drugs and dealing in the thingy. But look, scandal of child slave drug runners. More than 100 children as young as 12 and as disposable as big pens are arrested after being lured by gangs selling heroin and crack. Why ain't people jumping out on these people, going boom, and putting a face to the face, following them, watching them, see where they go, who does it go to, where does the money go? Do you see what I mean? Why is no one jumping out on these people? Do you see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm on about. This is ask your question, because the majority and the dominating force within your town and city are the council. Are the councillors, are the police, and they're the ones allowing all this. Do you know what I mean? Look, 714 arrests in Norfolk, yeah? Officers detained 126 children, some as young as 12. Do you know what I mean? Modern day slavery. But there's nothing said. And here we go, Darren G. Yeah, he talks about it. Yeah, and he exposes it. Yeah, but what do? They disparage his name. Do you know what I mean? Call him a grass. What else do they call him? Wait there, gangsters using tactics. Yeah, look, it shows you're making progress and freaking folk out, Darren, when the old gangsters are using these tactics. They call him a nonce and a grass. Fucking, do you know what I mean? See, he's one solid geezer, not a nonce. See, this is the trouble with gangsters, yeah? Everyone's a nonce, everyone's this, everyone's that, do you know what I mean? But they are the legends. We're respectable businessmen. We're the best of the best. No, you're not. You're the ones that are bad. You're the wrong uns. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, at the end of the day, I can't go into it, but like I said, they're the perverts. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, there's a particular pub where a guy stood in there, nonce, but because of the people he stood with, they allowed it, and they shook his hand, and he was a Freemason. There you go, big businessman in this town. You know what I mean? His business still runs today. You know what I mean? Shagging his own children. Do you know what I mean? But because of the people he associated with, heavy dude gangsters, of a tribe, he was allowed to, bounce on the doors, and the kids were coming through and he was shagging them and God knows what. Do you know what I mean? Even after shagging his own kids, but they left him alone because he was a legend. Do you know what I mean? But there you go. And this is what Freakmasons do, But look, the people support, people are there, look, do you know what I mean? Just read the comments in people's, this is, what people are going through and what they're saying, do you know what I mean? I'll just go through these slowly. But they wouldn't let me post this, do you see what I mean, He's so right. The nonces and grassers shouts are all for character assassination, used as bullying, even from husbands after beating their wives in Liverpool. You can call police, you're a grass. Well done, Jaron. And that is, yeah, another thing, you know, some of these legends that beat their own women up, you know, and I see them with black eyes and fucking, you know, all the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? You're bullies, you know what I mean? Beating your own women up. And they, you know, and they go on about, you know, talking about me behind my back for 30, 40 years. Do you know what I mean? Disparaging me because I tell the truth. That's why I've never done drugs. Do you know what I mean? Because I know what you fuckers are, you know. And this is how they do it, you know, again, all the time, assassinate your character, disparage you around the community because we've got businesses, we're legends, do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, here's a pint, here's a tenner, here's a fiver, that buys your respect, that buys people's respect, and people listen to it because I own a pub, do you know what I mean? Because I own a club. Do you know what I mean? People listen to me, and obviously we're brothers in arms, shaking funny little handshakes, so we can work against someone that has no money, has no business, has no, just see what I mean? So you can disparage people's names without anything. Do you know what I mean? It's because you hold the power, and you've held that power for centuries and decades. You know what I mean? And you think you can make people piss poor and have nothing because you deal the drugs within this town? Fuck off. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's another story, my profane friends. See? But you, again, if you talk the sense, look, I like this guy, he talks a lot of sense. And that's all you have to do, is just talk sense. You know, is it good dealing drugs? No. Why ain't people jumping out on them and telling them then? Or doing something about it? Is everyone in every town and city a coward? Do you know what I mean? You know, because that's what it is. You're not speaking out. No one's saying nothing about it. And look at it. You look at you. If you're dealing, you know, you got fathers dealing drugs to their kids, their own kids dealing drugs to their own parents. Do you know what I mean? Vice versa. All victims of these people that plague and groom everyone into keeping shush. You know what I mean? Don't mention the friend. Oh, baby. See? And this is what happens, you know what I mean? You speak out about it, and look, spot on, drugs are a plague on our children. It's deliberately done. Of course it's deliberately done, because again, they become money banks, yeah? Again, it's that, you know, they're not going to be thinking about who's controlling the town, who's controlling the city, who's corrupt. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to be thinking about it. They're going to be thinking, where can I earn some money? Where can I steal? Where can I... And keep that chaos going so the police, the Masonic police, can arrest them, keep them in that jail, keep them in that system, and their probation, their Masonic probation can get a job. You see what I mean? That system all the time. No one's making anything better because they don't want to make it better, because if they made it better, they'd have no fucking jobs. Do you know what I mean? And they'd be out of work. You know, the whole system would collapse. Yeah, a nicer area to live at, but since the age of 4 until 16, I live in a crime-ridden area full of drug dealers and gangsters, and I watched my brother get involved and a lot of violent shit through my youth. I know what Darren is talking about, and that's what I'm saying. This is what everyone's going through, not just in my town, but in your town, in your city, in your country, in your state, in your county, and nothing's being done. And don't believe your government are doing anything, because they're the biggest perpetrators of the trade. Do you know what I mean? They're the biggest fucking thingy. I don't like this guy, but I really doubt he's an honest. Maybe me have a tiny bit of sympathy for him. Wish his campaign goes well. But the point is, like I said, you know, the people he's talking about and I'm talking about, yeah, are the ones running the clubs, running the doors. They're your pubs, they're your clubs. Do you know what I mean? That's just the tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean? Like I said, do your research. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and they keep that system going, just willing it down, because the money's there, because it allows them to ride their big Jeeps and their blacked out cars and their Audis and all of that bollocks. Do you know what I mean? And buy the new toy, the little toys, what they keep buying. You know what I mean? All on the slavery of your children and your fucking children's children. Do you know what I mean? And that's how it is. You know, I've seen people buy PlayStations for their kids on Christmas. The kids that opened it on Christmas Day, and by Boxing Day it's been sold to the fucking drug dealer that fucking has that family enslaved to his drugs. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and then it go up this, you know, and then that go into their shop, you know, their second-hand shop or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Again, that's another story, you know. Or the gold goes to their, you know, their legitimate bloody businesses. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, mate. Absolutely crazy. You know. But again, like I said, they're going to disparage your name. They're going to call you all sorts of names. If you're a truther, this is what they're going to do to you. And that's where that comes into, where they try to get you killed by assassinating your character. Do you know what I mean? Because then people go, ooh, he's a fucking rapist. Let's go kill him. Come on, let's get him. And they've had a drink. Do you see what I mean? They have a few drinks, and then people get brave and they get fucking thingy, and then you're attacked. Not by the person who's perpetrated the fucking, you know, who said about it or rumoured it, the Freakmasons. No, they're sitting indoors with their feet up or in the lodge having a cup of tea and a fucking pint or some wine and some good food. Not giving a fuck. But everyone who's profane, who has no clue of what's going on and how gang stalking works, yeah, or how a targeted individual is persecuted, yeah, they're the ones doing the dirty work for them. So you've got to decide, what are you? Are you a perp, which is a perpetrator, or a target? You know what I mean? A perp or a target, you know what I mean? And I've got that all, you know, and I can go on all day long with cases, yeah, where people have got punched or hit or whatever, and it's for nothing, but they don't know where it's come from, but it's come from Freakmasonry, you know, as part of their, you know, their hazing rituals and things like that, you know. Fucking madness what these people do. You just don't realise it, you know. Here we go again. So look, here you go, look. I am now 31 with 2 kids, a fiance and a nice house, yeah? If everyone has that, no one wants for anything. Do you see what I mean? Because that's all what everyone wants. They want a house, a home and a family. That is it. But people ain't being given that opportunity or that chance. You're going to be fucking homeless. You're this, you're that. Do you see what I mean, yeah? And that's it. And when they send the bailiffs round for your property, that's the Freakmasons coming from the Freakmason courts with their false warrants. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, like I said, the bailiffs go right back to the 1600s, you know, in the town hall. They're all across the wall, proud as punch, lines and lines of them. And what, you know, you can see it in my videos. I've already been in there, you know, just look for my town hall videos, you know. And that go back, and instead of stealing your pigs and your sheep and all the rest of it, because you ain't paying your tax for the land that's still being paid today, 500,000 years later, do you know what I mean? They're taking your car, or they're taking your motorbike, or they're taking your TV or your video, or, you know, clearing your house out, or, you know, we're still taking your house that's been paid for time and again, over and over again, every century and decade, because they still own it. You know what I mean? They just keep renting it out and ploughing it out, and you buy it and you think, oh God, you know, and then they'll come in and they'll mess you up, so you fail. Their system is there to make you fail, so you lose your house, so you lose your money. Do you know what I mean? And you can't pay back, so then they can make you back to where you are, so you never ever get up there being rich. Do you know what I mean? Anyone, I've seen people work in factories for 30 to 40 years. Not one of them's rich. Not one person. None of them can afford a fucking holiday. Do you see what I mean? So why are you working? You know what I mean? Mad. Absolute mad. I could go on all day with these, you know what I mean? Look, because he's trying to do the right thing. And it's only a minor few, you know, and it comes out of every lodge, and they're just fucking bonding through that lodge system. Look at P2, like I said, in Italy, you know, that was, you know, the central point for everything, you know, all contacts in London. But your London, you know, your biggest crime lords, where they don't meet in houses no more, they meet in lodges. You know what I mean? And that's it, you know, and there's no windows in the lodge, so they talk about murder and death and anything else they want. Do you know what I mean? You know, how are we going to stitch this person up? You know, he's fucking getting a bit too flighty here. We need to do something. Do you know what I mean? He's not in with us, so we need to do something. You know what I mean? We can't let any profane people take power over us within this town and city, because we own it. We have it. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, you know? But here we go. Look, he's talking about the drug dealers, and this is what they do. You know what I mean? You're a nonce. You're a grass. You're a fucking. Do you know what I mean? You're a paedophile. You're a fucking rapist. you're this, you're that. Anything to stop people listening to what you're saying, yeah? And what he's saying is drug dealers are bad, the gangsters are taking advantage of the kids, and they know it. Do you know what I mean? And he's no snitch. Do you see what I mean? This is the dominant force within your community. That's what do it, because they don't want people listening to you. Do you know what I mean? Because if people listen, bugger that, they're buggered, ain't they? Do you know what I mean? You know, if anyone's listening to Darren and everyone done what Darren did, the drug dealers are fucked, didn't they? Same as here, you know what I mean? Nah, mate. They want you to keep concentrating on the other shit, you know, get on EastEnders, Coronation Street, you know what I mean? And believe in all that shit. Ooh. Hey, baby. Well, there we go. Look, grass, you know what I mean? And Danny from YO System, Lancashire Farms in the 90s. Good luck, Darren. Stay safe. You know what I mean? So there you go. But this is what they do. That's why he's got nothing. You know what I mean? We don't get any support. I got nothing. You know, I'm sitting here with nothing. Do you know what I mean? Got fuck all. Do you know what I mean? But I'm trying to do the right thing. But it's an impossibility when you got someone that's got respectability within the community because they run the local pub or the local club, or they own a fucking, you know, a holiday camp because they're Freemasons. You know, I can go on and on and on all day long about these people, you know what I mean, and what they control. You know, do you honestly think you're ever going to control it in your lifetime or your family? No, never. And the ones that they surround themselves with, yeah, are the lackeys, you know, the master mason morons, you know. Hello, brother, how you doing? You know, and they're sitting there having meals, and they're getting that, you know, that's their community. Their community is the Masonic fucking lodge, you know. They're a community unto themselves, and anyone without that lodge is a hated, profane person. You're living in the dark north. Do you know what I mean? What is it? You know, I've shown you so many times in different books, their own fucking books. You know, what is it? The common people are the what was it? I can't remember. You know what I mean? I have so much go through my head, but that's why, you know, that's another, you know, person that's trying to do the right thing but can't, because of people that, because they got money and, you know, businesses, you have nothing to, you know, you can't say nothing. But if you'd be surprised at the people that control this town, you know, the tribe of people behind it, you know, and they're there as proud as punch, you know, like that, shaking hands, how you doing, waving to each other, hey, you know, and all that, and shaking hands and fucking, do you know what I mean? And it's all a system because it's their nation of people. And so long as their nation of people are okay, everyone else is squandered and fucked. Do you know what I mean? You can go, like I said, you can go work in Tesco's, Sainsbury's, and all of them other fucking business, but you ain't gonna earn no nail parlour. You ain't gonna have no hairdressing place or fucking, you know, anything like that, because you are profane. You are a slave to the nation of Freemasons within your town and city. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, and as for, like I said, the lodges, you know, you think there's one lodge in your town, do the research, you'll find there's a lot fucking more. And again, you've only got to look again on my videos. There's more I want to show you here, but I can't remember. I get so much bloody, you know what I mean? I get so much, you know, they just get off with it, don't they, these people? Do you know what I mean? You know, there you go. And then you got to ask why. Look, he's laughing, look. You know what I mean? That's what gypsies do, innit? They do laugh. Look, ha, 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 ha. You know what I mean? The untouchables within your towns and cities. You know? I could go on and on, but again, if I go to like here, yeah, like you go to my videos, right, go down, and you ain't sure on anything to watch. The first one I'd tell anyone to go watch, yeah, so you know the symbolism of it all, if I can find it, is is this Masonic police symbolism, you know, and I show it in the police, you know, how the police are Freemasons, yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, and there's like, how many's in there? I think it's 8 or 9 in that, yeah? You know, watch them. That learns you the symbolism of 232 and 323 plus the 13, yeah? The 13, like I said, 3 times, go 3 nines, 999, as above, so below. And it shows you what it represents, you know, the police station. I'm the first person on this, across this planet, to actually blood spatter a Masonic apron. Do you know what I mean? For their satanic ritual abuse, you know. And then you've got the Masonic Increasing Army, again, look, number 12, and I go through their books and I show you how many lodges they've got within towns and cities. You know, I think there's a 13 and all that, somewhere up here. But then look at where the bodies are. Well, actually, I wouldn't look at where the bodies are. I'd actually, you know, again, I show you like where their schools, where they control the schools in the books. Yeah, you know what I mean? I show you the churches they control, you know, Masonic counsellors getting in trouble. But again, like I said, after I'd watched that police symbolism, I'd go straight down to the bottom here. Look at the symbolism they put in your house. The two lampshades, that's a 666, and have 3 times square and compass. Yeah, that's the numbers and the symbolism within they put in your own house. Do you know what I mean? So watch it. You know, the lampshades 87 and 88. You know, that'll give you an idea of how they put their symbolism in your house. It's all around you. Yeah. You know, the 50-year Jimmy Savile Shush Up, Masonic Shush Army and Kids, yeah, they're all good. But the one you should watch is Masonic Increasing Army. Do you know what I mean? And there's like 13 or 14 of them. Do you know what I mean? And watch them. Then get on to, you know, the Masonic Warning. And I warn again, because it's all about the 232 and the, you know, the Masonic Perfect Ashler and all the rest of it.
And then that obviously from that point there, look.
I'm showing you here, look.
And then this point here, so you end up with a square and compass that way. But also within that, remember, is the Q.
Again, remember, I'm not very good at videos, you know. I'm not very, you know, this is when I first started out. So some of them are like, I wish I'd have done them a different way, you know. Like this one, part 8, shows you how all the Freemasons, yeah,
Masonic
are all
thing. Anyway, Australian escape
in the end,
in the camp, you know, where they
mentioned in the paper or anything, because they're the top shusher-uppers, because they control the papers, they control the news, they control all the narrative to everything you see, watch or hear. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, you know. Crazy stuff, crazy. Look, Masonic encampments within your town, yeah? And all
my
everything I show you, look.
The Royal Lancashire.
Look, it's all army.
Nowhere. You know what I mean? Where? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? They're an army, mate. You know what I mean? And it never stops. You know? Crazy. Get on it, mate. You know what I mean? Just tell you about the Job's Daughter. Masonic, who run the doors, look. That'll tell you who runs your doors.
There's symbolism.
When I get down here.
And, yeah. Apparently, we go back to Flora MacDonald, yeah, who rescued Bonnie Prince Charlie from the Roundheads.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got birth certificates back to 1830, and then mid-Melovian records.
That's just talking to the profane people. But he tells you who runs the doors, you know. Madness. And we go on, Fred, go on, have a nice time, you know, go out. You know, I'll show you the Masonic.
Oh, this is about Masonic symbolism or what? Look at that. You know what I mean? You can get more Masonic
all day long, you know. Download my videos, because soon they're gonna wipe it. I got them all, obviously. I upload them to like Demonoid and other places, but they will, like I said, delete it. You know, isn't it Masonic Netflix? Look, they dealt with it. They dealt with it, yeah.
All same as this geezer here, look. See, surrounded by molesters, master molesters. Look, they've got the apron on there. But you try and find them mentioned anywhere in that programme. They're not. I was so disappointed.
See, they're the master
again, look, here's all the medals.
Look.
Yeah, well done, my son. There's a medal, look. There's your medals.
Masters,
you know, and they're standing proud.
And that's Netflix. But did they mention
the Army Cadet Force?
No.
No,
they don't mention anything.
You know, whatever they go on about, do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. This is what, and once you learn it, you know, once you learn the Masonic symbolism, you know what controls your town, what controls your school, what controls your police station. You know, and there's no going back. Do you know what I mean? You cannot shut your eyes. You know, and like I said, it's on the telly. Look at Rebel Moon. Look,
Masonic.
I'll show you hundreds of programs.
What we got above
Those who follow me know. Look, there's your pyramid with your capstone on and the all-seeing eye. That's in Rebel Moon. You know what I mean? Another program. You know, I'll show you all this. And once you learn it and you see it, there's no going back, my profane friends. You know what I mean? Anyway, like I said, I just keep getting shushed up. That's pissing me off. Do you know what I mean? Where I shouldn't be. I should. Oh, well, yeah, I've done it. And I think, wait a minute, I might have talked out of hand. But either way, we've only let. Oh, yeah, that has put it in. Look. Aha. See. Aha. So they have put some of my links in. I thought they were blanking me. Do you know what I mean? I take that back, Facebook. But if they got a problem with it, they can put it onto an appeal like they do to us, innit? But anyway, oh, that's cheered me up a little bit. All right, have a great day, my profane friends. I'll put a few more links in. Have a great day.